The Zagreb Stock Exchange is fostering growth of the capital markets in southeastern Europe, increasing confidence and accessibility.
In the last 5 years, we had first the consolidation process because of decreased volumes on Zagreb Stock Exchange, and in a recent year we have started 2 projects in order to make our stock exchange more accessible to the foreign investors.
At the end of 2015, the bourse in Zagreb acquired the Ljubljana Stock Exchange by taking on 100% of its shares from the CEE Stock Exchange Group.
The reason for our acquisition was expanding the region for investors who anyway see Slovenia and Croatia as similar and close markets. Part of the deal is also the technology part, so Zagreb Stock Exchange will go to Xetra platform in 1.5 years and become more accessible to the brokers from around Europe.
In May 2014, the Zagreb Stock Exchange was one of the 3 founders of the SEE link.
It is going to include 3 markets at the beginning, so that's Bulgarian, Macedonian and Croatian, and it's going to be a platform for exchange of orders between the markets. We plan to have 2 more entrants, so 2 new exchanges or 2 new markets until the year end in this project. So altogether CE Link, after becoming operational in March this year, should have 5 exchanges.
The Zagreb Stock Exchange supports the European Union's Markets in Financial Instruments Directive, as Croatia needs to mobilise capital to create more investment opportunities for investors and a greater choice of funding for companies.
The EU directive MiFID II, which is calling for the greater harmonization of the rules to enable the more smoother flows of the capital between different countries. And also the investors are looking at this particular region as one area. So it is making the investment platform much larger and more accessible and attractive to a larger number of investors.
An enlarged consolidated capital market will also ensure a broader range of financing sources.
We do hope to make capital markets more attractive to the corporates to raise funding either via issuing the bonds or raising equity, because in the crisis it has become evident that more equity finance and more diverse sources of funding are needed to support corporates.
In January 2016, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development acquired a 5.2% stake in the Zagreb Stock Exchange. By improving corporate governance standards and driving improvements in the regulatory framework and the listing requirements, the EBRD expects to enhance the value of the exchange